4-2. I can't even be bothered with this at all after that. Being gaslit within an inch of my life. Being told that that was positive and that there were positive aspects. But then if I even say, you're saying that there's positive aspects, he's like, well, I'm not saying the whole game was positive. So annoying. What an annoying game. What an annoying game. For those of you that weren't watching the watch along, I just was getting absolutely bamboozled by Alex and him saying that the game, it had positives and that it wasn't that bad. What are you watching? Yes, there are little things here and there. Lavia continues to impress. Madueke came on and actually did really well coming off the bench. But for the most part, my God, what a terrible, terrible performance. Misplaced passes in abundance. Playing against a Man City C team, 4-0 down at one point. But then you got this fucking people on Twitter, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to say in this video anymore. I really couldn't be asked to do this, but I've been told I don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. And whilst that can have truth behind it a lot of the time, I refuse to agree with people saying that this is, it's only pre-season. Don't look at the result. It's only pre-season. I'm looking at the result because of the goals we've conceded, and they were pony. They were fucking awful goals. The penalty wasn't a penalty. The goal a minute later was totally avoidable. All 4 of the goals were avoidable. I think Bob's one was actually really, really good. But good God, being told from all angles, the chat, Alex, you gotta label the positives are there. Didn't label any positives, by the way. I just want to preface that. I didn't hear any positives from these people saying that there were positives and that I'm just being really negative. I'm not for 1 second suggesting that this is what's going to happen the entirety of the season. It fucking could do, though. It really could do. It really could be like this next season if we're not careful. Our starting 11: Sanchez, James, Tosin, Colwill, Gusto, and then but Gusto's playing at left back. He's on left wing, whatever the fuck he was. That on paper. Apparently, paper doesn't mean fuck all as well now. That's a by our standards. You haven't got your Wesley Fofana, who, I mean, come on. Badiashile came on in the second half. He's been shite this pre-season. Disassi's injured. So by all accounts, this is one of, if not the strongest back fours that we could have in pre-season anyway. I don't want to be too negative, though. Right, careful. It's only pre-season. Don't forget, it's only pre-season. It wasn't pre-season in the last game when we won fucking 3-0 and we had a really good game, though. People will be like, well, here's a really, we're cooking. We're doing really, really well. But no, as soon as we fucking get absolutely pumped by a bunch of kids and Haaland, it's only pre-season. It's only pre-season. Dewsbury Hall, Fernandez, Caicedo, middle 3. It's a good midfield. Mudryk and Nkunku, Lavia. I could see this being a starting. Obviously, we're missing Palmer, but other than that, it's a starting 11 that I can see playing in the Premier League. They had Ortega, Wilson Esbrand, Vardiol, Phillips as a centre-back, according to this, Lewis, Kovacic, O'Reilly, Bob, McAtee, Grealish and Haaland. And we were 4-0 down at one point. But no. No negatives there. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Being gaslit with an inch of my life that I'm the person who's negative because I'm not impressed with what I saw just now. Positives. Positives. I'm trying to think. Romeo Lavia, like I say, really, really good. Arguably too good for this team already. Madueke coming on off the bench and doing really well. Sterling doing really, what a goal from him, might I say. But the goals don't matter. You know, it's just, yeah. The scoreline doesn't matter. We won today. But, you know, Man City won 4-2. We drew 2-2 in the second half. You know, so, yeah, I don't know. Apparently, you're not allowed to be worried. You're not allowed to stress any concerns that you've got. You know. I don't know. This season's going to be a long season. It's going to be a really long season, at least from my perspective. And you're probably thinking, well, poor you. Fucking bored of it already. Just a load of just complete head in the sand. It's fine. It's going to be fine. And I was saying as well, I'm still obsessed with the fact that we not long won the Champions League, and I know I'm hanging on to that by a thread, and I'm you know, just we were once so good, but now times have changed, and I have to just accept that we're shit. I have to just accept we are absolute piss. And if I think we need to be better, or that we should be better, or to expect better, I'm negative. I'm negative for thinking that we're shit, which we are. We're piss. We're absolute shite. If we play like what we did today, even with the positives that were in this game, then fuck me, we're going to get relegated, because that was shit. That was awful. I again, though, you see people in the comments or whatever saying, fucking, what game are you watching? What were you watching? What were you watching? I see the people, just constant people say, well, without the misplaced passes and without this and without that, what do you mean, the entire fucking game? Is that what you're talking about? You mean the entire game? Without all of the entire game that we watched, we might have won. You never know. We might have come away with something. I don't know. I don't know what's right and wrong these days. I honestly don't. I just speak my mind, say what I'm thinking about the game at hand, and I just get told saying, you know, the fuck are you talking about? This guy hasn't got a fucking Scooby, what he's talking about. Get him off the fucking fuck off. What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. This season's going to be long, though. It really is. It really, really is. Please like the video. Cool. Let me know your thoughts. Am I being negative? Did you think that was an exceptionally good game from Chelsea Football Club? Would you be happy with that on the opening game of the season? Let me know. And just imagine this Man City side with a full squad. We're fucked. At least in that game. But even then, Alex was like, well, I'm focusing more on game 33 than game 1. Fuck off.